Order blocks and fair value gaps are where smart money actually enters, the precise zones that let you take a trade with a tight stop and a large target. In this episode, we'll define both in plain English, show how they differ, and how to use them as entry zones instead of guessing. An order block is the last opposing candle before a strong, impulsive move, the last down candle before price rips up, or the last up candle before it drops. It marks the area where large orders were loaded. When price returns to that zone later, it often reacts from it, because unfilled orders are still resting there. Think of it as a refined supply or demand zone. A fair value gap, or FVG, is an imbalance left behind when price moves so fast it skips levels. On 3 candles, it's the gap between the first candle's wick and the third candle's wick, where the middle candle did all the work. That gap is inefficient. One side barely traded, and price often returns to fill it before continuing. The FVG is both a magnet and an entry zone. The power comes from stacking them. When an order block and a fair value gap line up in the same area, you've got a high-quality entry zone. You wait for price to return, enter as it taps the zone, and place your stop just beyond it. Because the zone is precise, your risk is small, and a small, well-placed stop is what makes a big reward-to-risk trade possible. Prop challenge, or leveling up your own trading. Signal Deck tracks every trade in R with quant-level analytics. Prove your edge. Free. Link in the description. On gold, watch an impulsive move leave behind an order block and a fair value gap. Price later returns to that zone, taps into the imbalance, and reacts. That reaction is your entry, with the stop tucked just beyond the zone. Same idea every time. Mark the zone the impulsive move left, then let price come back to you. So an order block is the last candle before a strong move, and a fair value gap is the imbalance price tends to return and fill. Stack them, and you get a precise entry zone with a tight stop. Next episode, premium and discount. How to know whether a zone is even worth trading in the first place. Subscribe and keep going.